Hello, this is Mike, and I'd like to give you a short video tutorial on how to take advantage of the great vacation rental program that we have made as a benefit to all the members of the society. So there's a couple of different ways to access the vacation rental inventory, because there's two types of inventory. The first type you'll see is the vacation rental at member discount. So you'll find this in the slider, what we call here. So if you just simply click on the See Deals tab, then we're going to redirect you to the area of the society where you'll find great prices. So for those of you who've never used a vacation rental, these are typically properties that are along the lines of condos, villas, this type of accommodation. Generally speaking, oftentimes they'll have facilities to sleep larger numbers of people. This first example here shows you a 2-bedroom that sleeps 6 people. But I want to focus in on the value that's represented here. So this first section from the slider view are what we call the off-season steals. So these are highly discounted accommodations, vacation rentals that you'll find. So it's not going to have every location at every time of the year. Again, these are off-season, and these are priced at a very good value. So as you can see, there are prices. This particular property at the Fairmont Hot Springs in Canada is $139. Now this is for a 2-bedroom unit that sleeps 8 people. Now this is not the price per person. It's not even the price per night. It's the price for the entire vacation rental for a week. So checking in on Sunday, April 3rd, out on April 10th, it's $139 total for 8 people. So if you break that down, that's, let's see, if you put 8 people in there for 7 days, it's like $4 or $5 a day per person. I mean, it's just ridiculously low prices. So as you'll see, there's, I think in the view currently, we have 574 weeks that are in 82 different resorts, and you can gain more information simply by clicking on the View Resort tab button. That'll give you more information about the resort. And if you want to purchase one, you just click the Select button. Now, some of these are at properties that are all-inclusive properties, so do be aware of that. And the first one, I think, was an example. So when you see AI beside it, that means it's all-inclusive. Now, that means that you're going to be required to take the all-inclusive program, and that would be a mandatory requirement. And all-inclusive, for those of you who don't know, means it includes all your drinks and all your food. And there's a supplement that you'll have to pay for that at the resort, and it'll give you more information when you click on View Resort or when you select the tab for the ones that are AI. So those, watch out for those, because there will be an additional charge. But for those resorts, the other resorts that don't have AI in the header, those are not all-inclusive mandatory. So some great values here. Now, if we go back to the society dashboard, this is where, again, in this slider, the header, you see that we find these great off-season rates. But if you're interested in maybe going to a destination and you have a fixed time, then you may want to choose the new tab that we put up, which is the vacation rental tab. And I kind of went through that real quick, so let me hop back over here just to highlight. It's this section here. If you'll click on that, then that will take you to this content. Now, this content has a lot more weeks in it. The prices aren't as good, but they're still tremendous values, as you'll see. And the way the sorting works is you select the destination. So you'll see we've got the United States here. Then we have Mexico. There's a lot of resorts in Mexico, Canada, Caribbean, Europe, all the countries represented there in Europe, Australia, and Asia as well, and Africa, and the Middle East. So There's a lot of content in here, a lot of resort weeks. It kind of flashes some ads up of giving you some examples, but let's look in. Let's choose France as an example, and then once you choose where you want to go, then you'll enter your arrival date. Now, a couple of things of note here. Generally, the further out that you plan, the more likelihood you're going to find a resort week or a vacation rental available. So let's choose November. And then once we choose the month, then we have to choose the check-in date. And most vacation rentals have check-in dates on Saturday or Sunday. So it's best to select a Saturday or Sunday. And then also you can look for a range. So this is saying that on November 19th, I'm interested in going on that date, but I'm willing to look, within 35 days of that date. That'd be the date that I'd like to go, but I'm willing to go 35 days before, 35 days after. Now, I would suggest when you begin your search that you use this, you expand your scope of range of dates to get better availability. And then once you do, you can come back in and hone in on the exact date that you want. So by clicking that, I see that we've got 3 properties in France during that 35-day period that are available. So the first is the Malibu Village, and as you can see, it's still very, very attractive price point, $369. That's for a 1-bedroom that can sleep 4. Or you could choose the accommodation of a studio that has a mini kitchen in it, or you could even get a 2-bedroom that sleeps 6. Again, this is not a per person price, this $369. It's not a per night price, it's for the entire stay. So again, if you want to get to a per person price, you take $369, divide it by 7 because it's for 7 nights, and then divide that by 6, and you'll get a per person per night price, which will be, I can't do it in my head right now, but it'll be exceptionally low. And again, it's just as simple as clicking the select button to pick out the date that you want. Also, if you click the View Resort, there's a lot of good content behind here. You can see this is a beautiful, beautiful resort. You can click on the thumbnails and get more tight shots of the properties. There's a lot of information here about check-in, check-out time. Again, if you'll note, Saturday or Sundays, generally speaking, those are the main days for checking into vacation rentals, whether they allow pets or not, etc. Then down here, there's a lot of information about the amenities that are available on site, as well as what's the closest airport that you might want to fly into. So I hope this helps you. There's some great values here. It's just one of the many benefits that you have as being a society member. So hopefully you'll be able to take advantage of these and travel around the world at great prices as part of your membership. Thanks so much, and stay tuned for more videos helping you to learn more about your membership.